money in my pocket. I wasn't even broke. All right. So who we had the pleasure of talking to today, bro?
Don Straw, aka 17 Yoda.
You got about 5 more names.
Nah, that's it. Oh yeah, they call me the Genius.
They don't call you Pee Wee no more.
That's where the straw came from.
Okay. Where you from, folks?
Peter Wee Straw, the devil's son-in-law.
Okay.
I just donned the straw when I came up with the 100 Rat Game movement in 09. But I'm from Rhode Island.
Rhode Island,
Private Rhode Island. Where you want me? Right here or right there where I'm looking?
Wherever you feel the most comfortable. These the people, you talk to the people right there. But
oh yeah, all right.
You can interchange however you feel like.
For sure.
So you originally from Macon?
No, I'm from Rhode Island.
Rhode Island as well.
It's the smallest state in the United States. Providence, Rhode Island. The city is Providence. The state is Rhode Island. And it's like an hour north of New York City.
How old are you when you growing up in Rhode Island?
Shit, I left Rhode Island when I was 9. I was born in Rhode Island, bro. I was born in Rhode Island, and when I was 9 years old, I came to Georgia.
What do you remember about life in Rhode Island?
I was in foster care. So for me, what it was, I was 5.
Mm-hmm.
So my mama used to, back in the days, in the 80s, it was a thing for them folks to smoke.
Right.
Cocaine, crack cocaine.
Right.
So that's what they was on. They was on that, and by them being on that, indirectly, we was neglected. And because of that, the system got in my mom and daddy business.
Okay, so because when you saying they, mom and dad are together at the time, or they already separated?
To be honest, my memory really can't. But I know for a fact, like from born to 5 years old, it's blurry. My dad is blurry. You know what I'm saying? I really ain't got my memory all the way together. But when I'm in foster care from 5 to 9 years old, it get a little more vivid.
Right. Now, are you the only child? You got brothers and sisters, or what's the deal?
It's 8 of us. I got 5 sisters, 2 brothers.
That's a lot of people.
For sure.
That's a lot of people. Where are you at on that rim in reference to oldest to youngest?
I want to say I might be in the middle. Evelina, she 10 years older than me as my older sister. Mm-hmm. She 47. And then you got OG Bobby. OG Bobby, he 3 years older than me. OG Bobby 40. Then you got Jean. Jean 2 years older than me. She 39. Mm-hmm. Then here I come. So I'm number 4 on that lineup. And then you got up under me, I got little sisters. I got Letitia. She 36. And then I got Precious right up under her, 35. And then I got Deidre right up under her. Mm-hmm. Then I got my youngest brother, Ryan. He's 33.
Okay. So dad is foggy. What's your first memory of mom, or what's one of your most vivid memories of mom during that particular time?
Oh man, the day she got us back. Okay.
So cause she got y'all back before y'all came to Georgia.
For sure. I respect her. Like, we was in the system. Like, I was living with white folks with a German Shepherd. Next thing you know, I'm with Mexicans that like to fish.
Yeah.
I'm bounced around.
Did they keep y'all together while you moving around, or y'all separated?
No, like I might be with my brother with the Mexicans. Then I might be by myself with the white folks, and then I'm getting, rebellious. So now I'm in boys group homes, and I'm just being bounced around.
What's your mindset at this time, though?
I'm a kid. I'm doing stuff like taking the toothpaste and squeezing it in your toilet. I'm taking your tissue, putting it in your trash can, lighting it. I'm a kid.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was on some, like, they used to have the psychiatrist pull up on me as a kid and show me the little blots. What does this look like? What is this? And all that kind of stuff, trying to, say I was ADHD or say something was wrong with me at a young age. But that's what I remember as far as going through foster care. They used to beat our ass too, though. I remember that. Man, them folks treat us like stepchildren for real, man.
Yeah.
Yes, they was on that. So, like, I didn't feel no real love when I was in foster care. You know, I ain't feel no real love. Them folk treat us like we were just something like a check.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just getting the check, and when they felt like we was, you know what I'm saying, expendable, man, they got rid of us.
All right. So, when after the state had y'all in their custody, what things did mom have to do in order to get all her children back?
Well, you know, I really couldn't tell you
Mm-hmm.
what she had to do, but I know, like, from being an adult now, knowing what a woman would have to do to get her kids back, she probably had to have a place of resident. She
Mm-hmm.
probably would have had to have a job, and she probably would have had to pass certain piss tests to show the judge that, you know, she's competent
Right.
to be a parent. So she had to go through all that, you know what I'm saying? Me knowing this now as an adult, she had to take them type of steps,
Right.
because they wouldn't have said, okay, you green light to get them back.
So you've never been able to have a conversation with her since then about what happened?
We talked, but no conversation like, mom, what happened? Or
Yeah.
mom, what you? Nah, we ain't never just sat and talked about that.
Okay. And so, did you have other family besides your siblings? Did you have other family in Rhode Island?
Yes.
But y'all couldn't went and stayed with none of them when they took y'all into custody.
That's a good question. My grandmother was really the only one at the time that really could take us in. But at the time, she had an addiction. She was smoking dope real heavy. Like, so, and that's a good question, because I had my auntie Pump On, right there, 55 Zone Street, never forget it.
Is this mama's sister or daddy's sister?
It's mama's sister. My mama got 2 sisters. That's it. That
Yeah.
make up our whole family.
Yeah.
Evelina, my auntie Rosa, and then you got my auntie Laura May.
Yeah.
That's it. Them the 3 queens of our family.
Right.
My auntie Pom ain't know her daddy. Auntie Laura May, her daddy is Reverend Crowder. That's who took us in when we came to Macon. He a Crowder.
What year do y'all leave Rhode Island and come down to Macon?
97.
Man, that was a dangerous year. 97 was a dangerous year to be doing anything. So, but y'all already got kinfolks in Macon, or
like I said, I had 3 aunties.
Yeah.
Only thing that separated them 3 was they all had different daddies.
Okay.
So my grandmama, my mother's mother, Evelina, she had my auntie Laura May, which is the baby by Reverend Crowder in Augusta, Georgia. She from Augusta.
Okay.
She was born in Augusta. My mom was born in Augusta, Georgia.
Yeah.
So that's giving you, like, okay, roots to Georgia.
Right.
Okay. Reverend Crowder and my auntie, my mama dated when in Macon. So he had Auntie Laura May. Auntie Laura May ended up north with her other sisters. So when she got us back, she like, I need somewhere to go. I need to get out of Rhode Island. They done took my kids. I'm not letting them take my babies no more. I'm getting the hell on type shit. So you know, my auntie was like, well, you know, I got my dad in Georgia.
Yeah.
Reverend Crowder. So my mom was like, we get on the Greyhound, we get the hell on. I said, well,
like,
we leave my daddy. We just really not getting to know my daddy. I don't know, bro. Like now, because I'm just getting home. But he there. Like, he trying to pull up, he trying to show his face. So I'm like, man, you know, so I want to be around my daddy. You know what I mean? She was like, we got to go.
So it wasn't no option of you can go with him or you can come with us.
Nah, 6 of us went with my mom. My sister Evelina was old enough to be on her own at the time.
So she stayed.
Evelina, yeah.
Okay. And she never came down here at all.
In 2001, she did.
Okay. So you get down here. What's your first introduction to Georgia, to Macon?
Really, to be honest, Reverend Crowder.
Now, who is Reverend Crowder? I know you just told me how in relation, but is he has some type of stakeholder in Macon, or what's the deal?
Reverend Crowder, man. Rest in peace, Reverend Crowder.
Okay, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Reverend. Man, he was Reverend Crowder, man. Reverend Crowder, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, Reverend Crowder had his own church in the house.
Oh, the church is in the house.
There's church in the house, man. You don't leave the church. They had to come, man, hey, man. Like the branch, what do you call it? David, and when they burnt up in Waco, not saying he was a cult or nothing like that, but the Branch Davidian.
What part of town we in Macon?
Man, he was on the east side of Macon.
Okay.
Reverend Crowder, man, God bless him. On the east side, but like type Jones County kind of, because you got King Park, and then you got one little, Jeffersonville Road, but you make one little turn.
Yeah.
You in Jones County.
Yeah.
So he was right there where he can say he Jones County and Macon type.
Yeah.
So in order for my mama to get her first house, she had, show the proof, show that she stayed with all that little stuff. So we had to stay with Reverend Crowder. He had 2 big refrigerators, kept a lock on both of them. and listen, and so when the children got hungry, bro, like the children get hungry, man. So they don't stand by because he'll leave it open. And when he leave it open, we like,
it's game time.
Reverend Crowder got that refrigerator open, huh? We gonna hit him. But listen, when he find out he done been hit,
it's going down.
I need every last one of y'all to go out there and get your own switch. Yeah, he sending you outside, man, to get your own switch. So, Mom dude, like, hold up. I can't have you whooping my children.
Yeah.
No, if they do anything, let me know and I'm gonna chastise them.
Yeah.
He ain't like that.
Yeah.
He ain't like that. He was the type of man that whatever he say, go. He felt like you staying with up on his house. Every Sunday he had church. He gonna feed the whole congregation. He got back, man. Reverend Crowder was that guy, man. When it came to, you feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a couple on him in it. Stayed with him, but he was taking care of everything. So we stayed there for about like a month, and then we got our own house in King Park.
Okay. So
I'm trying to think of what street that was on, King Park Circle.
So when y'all moved, what kind of work is Mom doing at the time?
Job type shit. I used to see my mama like come in with, the Burger Kings, the McDonald's.
Yeah.
Them type of job, she was really like living off the government. She got the welfare coming in.
Yeah.
Type of time. So my mother really was just making ends meet however she could.
And at this time, it ain't no phone calls. It ain't nothing going on with Dad.
No, it wasn't. But my dad did communicate with my mother. It's crazy you asked that question because we found a letter that my dad, God bless his soul, he passed. He was like 69. But we found a letter that my dad wrote my mama to Macon, bro. When we was in Macon, like saying how bad he wanted his family back and what he got going on. He driving trucks now.
Yeah.
We never knew nothing about that letter. Like my sister.
She ain't said nothing.
Nah, she ain't say nothing about the letter. But we did know like he was communicating and he did want to, be a part of the kid's life. But at the time, you gotta think about it. My mama done moved on. She got Kenny at the time. We love Kenny.
Yeah.
He ended up being our stepdad.
Yeah.
My mom had 6 children with you, but she ain't married you. So evidently she really was in love with Kenny. I said, "Wait, you married Kenny?" She was like, "Hey, I love him, and Kenny gonna make sure he take care of the family."
Okay. Why do you think that Mom did not allow Dad to communicate with y'all directly?
No, I ain't gonna say she didn't allow it. I would say it wasn't as much. We didn't talk to him as much.
Right. Okay.
So I don't know if it was an effort on his end, but I know for a fact, like when he did call and we was around, hey, y'all, your dad on the phone, and we, gathered around.
Okay. All right. So Mom, what time? When in this time slot do Mom get with Kenny?
Man, as soon as we get to King Park, like it wasn't no time. It wasn't no time.
King Park is where Macon? Is it south, east, west?
It's East Macon.
East Macon. It's East Macon. All right. I'm gonna ask it because I'm from Atlanta. I always compare everything with the mall. If the mall is right here, is because the mall don't sit in the middle of Macon, do it?
Oh, it ain't nowhere near the mall.
It kind of loose. It don't really sit in the middle of the mall on the west.
Okay. So it's on the opposite side.
Way across the water.
Okay. All right. And so, what school are you going to at this time?
This time I was going to Burdell.
Is Burdell still there now?
Yeah, Burdell Elementary School.
And what kind of school was Burdell?
Man, Burdell was a ratchet school, man. Like all the children were bad. You feel me? Birdell had one of the worst education when they come to point in scores and type
Yeah.
shit. That shit was down to the floor. But like we was able to, our peers were there.
Right. And it's an all black school.
Yeah. Our peers were there. So it was straight for us.
Is it all black now?
Yeah.
So they coming down there with that gentrification.
It's
Like,
all
for real.
black. It's
Yeah,
all
Okay.
yeah, smack dab in the middle of the hood.
Hey man, them folks.
Man, we had to fight every day. Like we had in the chain gang, bro.
Why?
Because they just the children were bad. And they were bullying, like now bullying back then was different.
Yeah.
Like it just I can recall coming down the hall, running, going to my school bus.
Mm.
I'm getting down the hallway running. Next thing I know, I see an arm like this here come out the door. I clothesline. Boom! I hit my back when I look at who it is. Lil 20. Then Lil 20 clothesline me running down the
Why? What he on?
He just on what he on. So I don't even know this nigga. So get what? I get up. I said, nigga, why you mother know? Bring up, come on to the bathroom, boy, right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, but it ain't nothing, home. Come on, home. Went in there. I'm faster than 20.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So when we got in the bathroom, when it came to the hands, I got off.
Yeah.
Fast, and he go up on me. He come with the slam. We wrestle on the fast. I'm off in the middle of my bus. I gotta go. All right, bro, let go. I get up, go out the bathroom, and catch my bus. And get what? To this day, man, that's one of my bad boys.
Damn.
Yeah, for sure.
What was your first memory of unlawfulness?
Probably when I came back from school one day. We used to have a pathway coming through the wood. Me and LB, we go to LB house. So we kicking it, just chopping it up. And he like, man, you know, my granddaddy got a pistol. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you want to look at it? So, you know, we kids. I'm probably no more than about like 9, 10 years old.
Yeah, you're a baby.
So I'm like, yeah, I look at it. Let me see it. So he go into some kind of gift bag, pull it out, chrome revolver, pretty 38. I said, boy, that's nice. So boom. And it just, you know what I'm saying? Right then and there, bro. I don't know. I just was like, boy, but it mine, boy.
Just like that.
And I was so serious with that boy. And he was like, no, bro, that's my granddaddy. That's my granddaddy gun. I said, no, bro, it's mine.
It used to be your granddaddy.
He said, man, he said, man, my granddaddy finna go. No, I can't let you take it. Ooh. And I took the gun. I took the gun from the boy.
A star was born.
A star was born. A star was born. But guess what? Them folk were knocking on my door less than an hour later.
Oh, a star is not born.
Doom, 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 doom.
He done told the granddad.
ASAP. So it wasn't only my first crime. It was also my first charge. Because them folk came right there for the pistol. But luckily, I was already trying to sell it. I showed it to my sisters on shit like I'm gonna protect y'all. And then I showed it to my stepdad. Like, man, what can I get for it?
Yeah.
So when they hit the door, Kenny already
knew up on game
that it was the scrap. He grabbed the scrap, shot out the back door. So my mama, like, you know, what's going on? What y'all look? We need that boy where he at. Woo.
Yeah.
So she called now, she know, because when the popo pull up, Mom Duke damn near every time on them folks' side.
Yeah.
Snatch y'all out the car. All that good stuff. So it was like, what you done did? Well, man, I ain't did nothing. She's like, where the gun at? So I don't know nothing about no gun. And they were like, well, we got to take him with us. Can you get him a shirt? She was like, take him with us. She was like, we got to take him with us. He robbed somebody, you know, with a, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This gun belongs to,
Yeah.
I ain't got no gun, sir. They locked me up for 2 weeks.
So you go to juvenile.
Yep.
What's the juvenile down there? What's the name of
it? Macon Regional Youth Detention Center.
What do you have? What's your first memory of that facility, or do you have any?
Man, the first memory, because I thought I was the youngest. I was 11 though when that happened. I thought I was the youngest kid in the jail, but it was a 10-year-old boy in there. kind of had a little weight on them.
Yeah.
But the first thing I really remember being so young like that is just like the bigger kids, you know what I'm saying? Going at each other. Like, cause we used to really just sit and just chill. We were real young, so we just sit and chill. But how the older guys gave it up, we seen that aggression, we seen that anger, we seen like, you know, man, these dudes gonna go hard no matter what. So we felt like we had to, you know what I'm saying, be like them type time.
What was your first introduction to anything gang life? Any member or any exposure to it, if you remember?
Man, my brothers, like, and when I say brothers, I'm talking about OG Bobby, that my blood brother, and I'm talking about Terrell Mills, my mud brother. The guys that were just around us every day. Alvita Waller, my sister. My sister Jean. Who else was out there? Quake G. Shout out to Quake, free Quake. Stayed on Piedmont. Everybody, the whole community at that time, being young in King Park, they say KPG, King Park Gangsters.
Yeah.
So I really just followed whatever my brothers and my peers were doing. I wasn't coming like, oh, this I wanted, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, they rocking black, I'm rocking black.
Simple as that.
They hollering the G, I'm hollering the G. They understand on their 6, I'm standing on my 6. And then eventually, I got my blessing. You know what I mean?
So while you're at this age, because you're extremely young at this time, did you have a vision? Like, I want to be this when I grow up, I want to do this, or I want to go there when I grow up? Or did your mind even work that way?
Yeah, I just wanted to rap. I just wanted to be a rapper.
From that age, you knew that you wanted to rap.
I was rapping then.
Yeah.
I always been rapping, like, for sure. Like, I've been rapping since I learned how to talk. So I always just want to be the next biggest rapper.
Yeah.
Whatever, no matter what I had going on in life, like, everybody know, like, Scrawl, hey, that boy, he can rap.
Right. So when do you meet, or when do you turn the knob up just a little bit on I don't want to say the fuck shit, but sometimes when we dive off and stuff, we just, whatever come our way, we with it. When you turn that light on?
Probably in 2001 when my stepdad got killed.
So this what's his name again?
Kenny.
Kenny.
They call him Bullethead, though. They know about Bullethead.
How Bullethead got killed?
He was locked up at the time. He was in the county jail. My mom had to scrape up like $500 to get him out.
What he was locked up for?
Domestic violence. Yeah, domestic violence, man. He had, got into it with my mama type of time. And eventually, he ended up going to jail. Yeah, he did. But, man, them being them, like, we used to see it every day, all day. We used to, like, watch it. We ain't approve of it. But we used to, like, it wasn't, I can never say I saw Kenny ever put his hands on my mama.
Right.
I can't never say that. You know what I mean? But when it's a heated argument, or when it's, you know what I mean, and they both was smoking at the time. That's what she really picked up on her habits when she got back with him.
Right.
Like, that was the swag. That was the street lingo. Like, that what they was on. So she picked right back up on it with him. They used to get into it. My mama called folks on him. You know what I mean? I don't want him in my house, get out my house type of time. So this particular time he got locked up, his mother and my mother ended up coming up with the money.
Okay.
I'll never forget it. They bonded Ken out, man. We were so happy. We stayed. Now keep in mind, I only stayed in King Park for like a month, 2 months. Then we migrated to Fort Hill. Right there. It's still on the east side, but it's Fort Hill, Georgia, like, period. So we stayed on Emory Highway, big white house right next to Pizza Liquor Store. And when Kenny got out, man, me and my sister was playing the game on one TV, watching the NBA Finals on another TV. Kenny come in the room. Man, it's about 12 o'clock. Pee-wee. I look back. We got the little corridor with a little, like a bench like what you got right there, and a mantelpiece in the hallway right there. He's like, come here, man. So I'm like, man, I'm trying to catch the game, playing the game. He said, man, come here, man. Let's talk one. So boom, I get up, I go out there, I sit down. I'm like, what's up, Kenny? He's like, You like to read? I said, man, I don't read. He said, man, I want you to read, man. I want you to read something. So I'm like, man, what you want me to read? Man, reached on the mantelpiece, my right hand in God on my son. Grabbed the Bible. He was like, you might not read a lot, but if you can read one chapter, just read one chapter, man. You know what I'm saying? When I was in there, he said, this is what I was reading right here. It's the Bible, man. I said, man, I'll read it for you, man. I took the Bible, went back in the room, boom. The window we looking at is looking at Peach Liquor Store. This is what my stepdad was being killed at the time that we were sitting there playing the game. The same window. He leave out the house, boom. My mama's still in the house, never forget it. So boom, me and Gene, we still up, we playing the game, we watching the game. My mama moving in the house kind of funny, fast, like, she moving like that. We ain't paying no attention to that. Boom, okay. We're playing the game. A big flashlight come through our window. Strong beam. You know it's the police. You know what I'm saying? You know it's the police. So we like, man, what the hell? Them strong lights coming through our...
Yeah.
So boom, me and my sister Jean, we go on the front porch. Everybody still asleep, so we looking. I look to my left, my mama running up Emory Highway. I'm looking across the street. To this day, they closed the gate on... It used to be a pathway to go in Davis Home Project.
Yeah.
It's no longer there because this happened. But it used to be a path where you walk through the liquor store, walk across Emory Highway, and walk to the Davis Home Project. My stepdad is in the pathway, laid down with his hands like this, and both of his pants down, his socks off, and like they pried his hands, and he was laid just like this here. Big black spot in his head. They couldn't even get it out in the casket. So when we seen that, now we sprint across the street. My mama right here, she sprint across the street trying to get to the cut too. Cause we trying to get to the cut, but the police got him surrounded. So my mama, she shoot through that cut. So now when she shoot through the cut, where they hidden. I think she made it to him though, but it was so much police activity we couldn't get through. But my sister Jean, she busted out crying like, "Oh, Kenny." So she running back to the house. I'm running back to the house. So now I'm like, man, what going on? What going on? And then they like, man, Kenny, what? He dead. So I'm like, how? What? I just, man, y'all. So now I'm crying. So now I'm just on some like, nah, bro, like my mama drinking bad. You feel me?
Yeah.
I won't even let her sit on the porch. I'm sitting right there by her looking at her. My mama crying, dog. Like every day when she get up to walk to the liquor store, I'm with my mama. She walked to go through the cut. I'm with my mom. I ain't going to school. I ain't doing nothing. She can't tell me nothing.
How old are you?
I'm 11. It's 2001. No, I take that back. I'm like 12, finna be 13.
Okay.
So we come from Picture Liquor Store one day. My mama got her 40. A nigga walked past us. My mama dropped her bill and started running. So I'm like, man, what the hell? So I'm looking. I look at the nigga. He look at me. I'm a young nigga. That nigga know what's up to this day. So boom. You know, I'm making sure this nigga keep hit. You know what I'm saying? This keeps rolling because she ain't react till she seen this nigga.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, my mama. I go in the house. I'm like, God just told me it was him. So I'm like, man, my mama tripping now, man.
Yeah.
You seeing random niggas like, you know what I mean? Like you saying it was him. Ooh, so now I'm going in the streets. I'm hearing the story. I'm asking big homies. I'm asking everybody. Like I'm outside. Like, bro, what happened to my stepdaddy, man?
Yeah.
Fitz-Aime had a bootleg back in the day. So niggas like, hey man, your stepdaddy came to the bootleg that night. So I'm like, oh yeah. They were like, yeah. He came up there to do some business. I guess he owed some guys. And all we remember is some niggas were chasing him. So I said, yeah. They found my stepdaddy keys to our house in the parking lot at Peach Liquor Store. So whatever he was trying to do, he wasn't trying to get to the house, but he was trying to get them away from the house because he ended up across the street. They still don't know how to this day how he ended up across the street. So anyway, they saying he was beat to death and he was hit with a blunt. He had blunt force trauma from an object. So whatever happened was, you know, they chased him from up like toward the bootleg all the way to that little parking lot, and then that's what happened to him, man. He ended up across the street. But it really just turned me up. You know what I'm saying? I felt like, man, if that can happen to my stepdaddy, You see what I'm saying? I got
Mhm.
brother, sisters, I got my mama.
Mm-hmm.
I got to keep me a script. I got to get me a tool and just keep it on me.
So you on the nonsense from here on out. It ain't
Man,
nothing to talk about.
on it bad. Yeah, I'm on it bad. Yeah, my mama couldn't even tell me now.
The day that you got locked up for the in May,
Bless you.
how did that start?
Man, the first thing, I had made a nice little amount of money that night. We